Everybody, welcome back to our Facebook live chat. Who am I with today?
Well, let's start with
my name is Dee. I'm the Buzz Area Manager. Hello, everyone.
and Dee's amazing.
I'm speaking.
Annika, the owner, founder, managing director, in general, Mad Hatter, I think, here at Buzz.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, here's a little clue here.
Wow.
Just to chat a little bit about what we've learned from the mean streets about birthday parties, right? Dee?
Yes, definitely. We have loads of experience in the birthday parties, so we're going to share some tips on what we think makes an excellent birthday party.
Yeah. So we've done in the history of Buzz, if I have to thumbs up it now, but I think we've definitely done over 400 parties in our organisation over the last 5 years. No, it must be more. And we've seen the good ones, we've seen the bad ones, and we've seen everything in between. So we could possibly give you some tips and some pointers on what makes a cool party, I think.
Yeah.
Who does the parties?
Who does the parties? We have a team of very competent party leaders, amazing, fun people. They all work in the field of arts and drama, so they're very competent, very fun, and they run the parties for us.
Larger than life personalities.
Oh, yes,
that's why they get chosen. They're usually somewhere between 20 and 30 years old. They usually have a drama or a theatre qualification. Most of them do. They get auditioned and trained to an inch of their lives.
Yes.
And when they go to parties, what they will do is they'll characterize and become the characters in our imagination, in our imaginary story, and take the kids on an amazing adventure. Those are Buzz parties.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Why don't you show me what happens behind closed doors at Buzz
Okay.
Time?
Well, we thought we would actually take you to our storeroom.
Ooh.
I don't know what the storeroom will look like right now.
It's a very interesting place. Buzz Tower is probably the most colourful and most fun.
I'm very excited.
Let's go and explore.
So here we are in our storeroom. The Buzz storeroom.
Cool.
All over the place.
With all sorts of things. So these are the things that we might use in different Buzz parties, and we've got loads and loads of different themes that we do, such as
Such as Frozen, Paw Patrol, Minions,
Star
Princess
Wars.
Sophia, superheroes, really
Trolls.
fun one.
Trolls is really
Mermaids and
popular.
Pirates, also very popular one.
Superheroes, very popular. So one of the things I think that we have sort of earned our stripes in is to be able to tell what is sort of on trend at the moment. We had basically between, I think, 2014 and 15, I think we mostly did about 70% of our parties happened to be Frozen.
Yes.
Wow.
This is insane.
Big
And even
trend.
last year, but we're starting to see the Frozen is dying off a little bit. Apparently there's a second movie coming, so we
wow.
we are preparing ourselves. But now, what would you say is booking the most?
I would say at the moment the most popular ones seem to be Trolls and Paw Patrol, especially those two are huge at the moment. The kids absolutely adore the characters. They know the storyline and they just really enjoy seeing those characters come to life at their birthday party. I mean, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
Very amazing.
Another one that seems to
Wow.
always stand the test of time
Oh yeah.
is our superhero parties.
Yes.
The superhero parties are really cool because at different points in the movie industry, there'll be different superhero movies just making a comeback. So we've just had Wonder Woman, and now you're finding you've got more girls booking little superhero parties, and then I mean, quite recently there was a Batman vs Superman movie,
Yes.
and so we see that our bookings will start to respond to
Yeah.
whatever's happening out there in the world. Let's show you some more fun stuff that we've got here
Yes.
and what we might use them for.
Are your bookings quite busy?
Oh my god, we can't keep up actually. I think we're booked up at the moment until November,
Yes.
with a couple of slots in between. And we constantly have to expand our actual team to keep up with the bookings that come. So if you're lucky, we can squeeze you in, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, and we also cater for kids of various age groups, so starting from 3, mostly up until 9. We've done a couple 10-year-old, 9-year-old parties on that verge, so the kids absolutely adored it, and we custom made the party for that age. So obviously the the smallies, we keep it like really basic. The
Yes.
games that we play in the party to fit their needs, and then the older ones are more pumped up, more
Yeah.
hyped,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
We'll adjust it to whatever age range we're working with.
I'm just
Okay.
seeing here our famous
cool.
heart onesie. It's so cool. I love it. It's so fluffy and
Cats
warm.
in the Hat.
Cats in the Hat, and
That's what we
sure
use
the-
that one for. Where's our cat? We actually have a hat for the actual cat as well. This one is
Ooh.
one of the many bits, and there's lots more if you have a look around for our pirates, mermaids and pirates theme. So if you have a little look through here, you can see some pirate maps that would go along, some swords at the top here, and this is the magical coconut in that specific adventure.
Oh,
The children
okay.
actually end up,
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, Captain Hook.
So what else have we got here, Dee?
I absolutely love the tutus, so colourful, and we usually use them for the pop star party. So that's another one that's really stood the test of time. Such a popular one because we custom make the party to the child's favorite pop star. So we've had
Cool.
Katy Perry's and Taylor Swift. Ooh,
So, what do you think, Claire? Which party costume? And remember, what we're showing you is just bits of the costume that we would use.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think this one is for?
Isn't that Princess Poppy from
Yeah.
This is our trolls one, and I'm actually quite impressed that the wig is still sort of intact at the
Yeah.
moment because
Wow.
they do actually really interact in our parties. Hope I look amazing.
You do.
So what happens in that hour is the buzz leaders will come. We don't do all of the rest of the party planner job. So what we do is the entertainment, really. So we'll come. This one has got a bit floppy. So we'll come, and for that hour that you allocate to us, you can do the cake and whatever venue you want and go crazy. For the hour that you allocate to us, the leaders will actually arrive at your venue and take the children on an interactive adventure. They'll be completely engaged in the actual running of the
Yes.
hour. I mean, Dee's done a million parties. Explain, if you had to, in a nutshell, what actually happens.
Wow. Okay. So I think the main difference between what we do and other people do is we are not the entertainers that a lot of people refer to. We are the workshop leaders, the party leaders that take the kids on a magical adventure. And as we said, it's stories that they know. So it would be a superhero story or Cat in the Hat story or what the theme is. And the two leaders become the characters, taking the kids literally on adventures for an hour. Now, in that hour, in that space of an hour, there's about 20 games that are played, and that ranges from drama games, movement games, vocal games, just getting the kids pumped up, psyched, so excited for what's happening. And we always have a mystery to solve. So as Hanneke said, the magical coconut, that's one of our treasures that needs to be found in that particular party. It could be magical fairy dust, it could be what are some of the others? It could be keys, special keys, magical potion, whatever it is that the kids need to find. And we always have a bit of a baddie as well. So one of the party leaders transforms into the bad guy, the villain, who's very stinky and smelly, not scary at all. And basically that person then becomes the villain, and we conquer the villain at the end through teamwork with the kids. So they are the heroes at the end of the day, and of course our birthday child is the most precious, and that person usually is the hero of the day with his bunch of friends. So it's an absolute blast. So much to say, so much to do, and every party is different.
Yes.
That's the cool thing.
Because we really work with the children, engage them completely, and also engage with them and work off their energy. So
Yes.
at least 20 to 30 games packed into 1 hour, children up on their feet, completely engaged, high energy, lots of music, character play, full transformation. So the bits we've shown you is just bits. I mean, I want to show you this thing.
Oh,
What do you think this forms
There's
part
like a
of?
mermaid.
yeah.
That's so
That's our
clever.
mermaid tail. And here's one of our beautiful cloaks. I know it looks a bit rough right now, but essentially this one goes over our Princess Anna
Oh wow.
in our Frozen
Frozen.
theme.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
So what sets buzz parties apart from other parties?
Well, I think it's part of what Dee mentioned before. A lot of other party entertainers, classic party entertainers, will basically depend on children being audience members. And children of these age ranges, they have a very short attention span, especially when you get them all together and hyped up on sugar. There we go. That's what that one is. So, the attention span is only that long. So if you bring a mobile zoo or a magician or what else, a lot of things are quite expensive as well, characters that just arrive at these parties, singers and so forth. You can only really expect children to be attentive audience members for a small amount of time. Whereas with buzz parties, we take them on the interactive adventure. We engage them completely. And the feedback we always get, one of the unique things people always say is that, I cannot believe that you handled 34-year-olds for an entire hour. There's that, plus I think what we're really charging for is the enormous quality and the talent of the people. I mean, it takes a particular type of talent for people to engage children for a full hour. So our leaders really, they're the product, they're the magic, they're willing to be absolutely silly. So I think that's what you really get with buzz parties. So I want to show you there behind you quickly, this board.
Let's have a look.
I want to try and show you one or two images of parties, just to give you the sense here. So there's a photo shoot we did there. That's Olaf, as in the snowman from Frozen that you see there. Here's some of our children completely transfixed at the very beginning of a party.
Wow.
This is actually Princess Anna in a Frozen party jumping up and down with the children. Here you've got a Mermaids and Pirates party happening. So you see there's the mermaid costume and the pirate, and you can see they are just setting up the party here. But here you've got the party going. The children are literally, as we said, jumping up and down and being a complete part of things. So we've had another little look around. Here's a Cat in the Hat party happening. We've got
quite
some
popular,
more over
hey?
the years. We've changed our themes, and we need to change up our themes even some more. That was Mamma Mia back in the day. That was an Alice in Wonderland party.
Wow.
And over here you've got Miles, who pretended there to be, I think, the villain, the evil empress, in our superhero party at the time. Here's a party we did, that's actually myself, where we often work with hula hoops and things like that. Right in the corner, that's me as a pirate back in the old days, right in the corner. And here again, you've got more jumping up and down with the kids. A whole bunch of our workshop videos as well in between, our workshop photos, sorry. So Dee, what would you say we need to move towards now if we start thinking about new themes? What would new themes include, do you think? I have a feeling about one. What do you think?
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
What do you
Share
think?
it.
I think Moana, we could try.
Yes.
I think children are really
Yes.
into Moana. I mean, Claire, you deal with a lot of our inquiries. What would you say that people are asking for? There's always Transformers, Avengers,
Yes,
but that's very much
lots of that.
superheroes.
Also, the kids really love Secret Life of Pets.
Yes.
So they love parties surrounded or, focusing on pets.
Yes.
So we've had also a big splurge of Rio parties when
Yes.
that was a big hit,
Yes.
the Rio movies. So the kids really follow the trends, be it a cartoon series or a TV program or a movie, and they really love engaging with those characters. So whatever is hot and happening, Buzz will be there. Like without blinking, we'll definitely plan our party plans around what is hot and happening in the world of the little ones.
I think a lot of things also about our themes that's quite cool is like we have, for instance, a fairy tale forest plot, a theme, and a parent can call us and say they want specifically Little Red Riding Hood, and you can tweak it.
Yes.
Or we have a superheroes theme, but the child is crazy for Wonder Woman or the Incredible Hulk, and so we can throw that in and really flavour it for whatever it is that they specifically need, and we're able to do that, especially with the pop stars party, like you said. If they said that their favourite pop star is Justin Bieber or something, then those are the tracks we use, and that's the way we flavour that party. So I really also think that our message is about parties being quite about the simple stuff. A lot of what Buzz is about is about keeping it real and keeping it interactive, and outside of technology and all the tricks that are out there, there's so much stimulation that just come at children these days, iPad screens and phones. And in our Buzz workshops, but also in our parties, it's kind of a throwback to old traditional values.
Yeah.
And it's a very important thing for us that children get to be children and they get to play. And like I said, so much of it is interaction. The children are giving us as much feedback as we're giving them. And yeah, I think that if parents, whether or not they book Buzz, whether or not they have Buzz, our message is just play with kids and go down on their level and have a real physical memory, especially at their very young birthdays, for them to go back to. Those are the things that they're going to remember, not how much money you spent on it or how amazing the cake was, which is which are all wonderful added extras, but it's really about that magic moment and it coming alive. So we go down to their level and we become their favorite characters. And if you're able to do that yourselves, if you're somewhere else where Buzz might not be or something like it, then I would say that's my little tip, is just to keep it really simple and real and interactive and fun.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.